Michael had been preparing for his cousin Daniel's wedding for months, investing time, energy, and even money into making sure it would be a memorable event. He had helped secure the venue, negotiated with the florist, and even lent a hand in arranging transportation for the out-of-town guests. But days before the wedding, Michael received a message that stunned him. The family had decided he was not welcome at the ceremony or the reception. The reason given was vague, something about past disagreements and not wanting tension at the celebration. Michael sat in silence, staring at the message, reading it again and again, unable to believe what he was seeing. He thought of the countless hours he had spent helping Daniel plan every detail and the sacrifices he had made along the way. Anger rose inside him, but it was not the kind of anger that exploded. It was the quiet, steady kind that grows stronger with every passing moment. He knew he had choices, and one of them was to let it go, to walk away with dignity. But the other choice echoed louder in his mind. He had the power to take back everything he had given. Michael called the florist and explained that his payment had secured the arrangements and that they should be cancelled immediately. The florist hesitated but agreed when Michael showed proof of the receipts in his name. Next he contacted the transportation company and informed them that the buses he had reserved were no longer required. The company complied, leaving dozens of guests without a way to travel to the wedding venue. He then spoke with the bakery, reminding them that the elaborate cake was under his account and that he no longer authorized delivery. Piece by piece, every element of the wedding he had supported began to collapse. Michael moved methodically, never raising his voice, never acting rashly. He knew exactly what he was doing, and with every call he felt a strange calm settle over him. By the time the day of the wedding arrived, the venue was still standing, but stripped of flowers, transportation, and the cake that had been promised. Guests began to arrive, confused by the lack of arrangements, and whispers filled the air. Daniel looked around in panic as plans fell apart one after another. When Michael's absence was noticed, the truth spread quickly through the family. Some were shocked, others quietly admitted that they had expected something like this might happen. Daniel searched for someone to blame, but the evidence was clear. Michael had been the backbone of the preparations. Without him, the carefully built event had unraveled into chaos. Michael did not attend the ceremony. Instead, he sat at home with a quiet satisfaction, knowing he had reclaimed what was his. He did not shout, he did not gloat, he simply let the reality of the situation speak louder than any words could. The wedding limped forward, but it lacked the beauty and grace that had been promised. Guests whispered long into the night about the missing pieces and about Michael's absence. Daniel tried to hold his head high, but the weight of failure was visible on his shoulders. Meanwhile, Michael poured himself a glass of water, sat by the window, and felt the peace of a man who had taken control of his own respect. He knew bridges had been burned, yet he also knew that his worth had been proven in silence and in action. And though he had been barred from the wedding, the truth was undeniable. Nothing they built had stood without him.